and I'm gonna make a game here. So I still have not found a Ring of Rogue Ranger. Like, I'm Paragon 841. I have all, like, I'm not like optimized fully, but I have a lot of good gear, and I just still have not seen one Ring of Rogue Ranger. So because I have not found one, I changed this character's loadout because it's just like, bro, I can't. There's nothing really I can do until I get that. Like, I really have my hands tied. Like, I actually can't, because this set, the 6-piece set. So the Ring of Rogue Ranger allows it so you can get, the set bonus by wearing one less piece, right? So if I had that, I could not wear this weapon and use a different weapon. But because I found this weapon, so this is what I was using before, and this was like not a good compromise. It's like the damage is so much lower. It's not ancient. Like, it was pretty bad. So I was just rolling with the other stuff. But then once I found this Diablo, I was like, okay, I can take the boots off, right? The boots that I had, because they aren't ancient anyways. I put the Binding of the Lesser Gods on here and put Spirit Guards on instead of the Binding of the Lesser Gods that I was wearing, which was one of these. I believe this one. Or maybe I cubed the one I was wearing. But yeah, so... And then I put the Reaver on the weapon, and I still have the Zodiac ring on here because I still haven't found the Ring of Rogue Ranger, right? So in doing that, that allowed me to switch the boots to this, which were ancient, and that allowed me to, do the Echoing Nightmare and put the Whisper on this and get like more, more decks. And I was able to put it on this, and this isn't ancient. I put it on this. Like, I found these. Like, these actually was a pretty good upgrade, I feel, for what I was using for my gloves. Like, the crit damage is less, and it doesn't have the 10% perfect roll on the chance, the crit chance. But like, it being ancient, I could add the Whisper. Like, that was a huge upgrade. How do I explain this? Like, if I played for 12 hours total, whether in one sitting or not, like Minecraft, Diablo, whatever, there's like gonna be 3 hours where you're like making a lot of progress, but like maybe I didn't like say a lot, I didn't narrate a lot, I didn't like think anything was especially like great. I didn't like do some crazy time or anything. There's nothing really like noteworthy. It was all like progress that led to me like getting these things. But it just felt like when I was going through it, I was like, I don't even. It just didn't feel worthy of putting. It is one of the first times that since I started making more YouTube videos where I like felt like more like a YouTuber that had standards for their own stuff. Like, this doesn't pass for me. Like, I could just film for an hour and get something better than this. That's how I felt, So I just deleted that, which is pretty empowering too, I guess. As long as it doesn't like set you back creatively or like whatever, like your output. I feel like that is pretty good to be able to like film and do a lot of good stuff and like progress, but also be like, this still isn't good enough for what I'm gonna put out. I think that's pretty cool because anybody who plays the game actually I can just show all these things like I just said, adjusting the build, adjusting the cube, using this for the set bonus instead. Like, I experimented with these weapons. Like, if these fists were ancient, this would probably be the best thing by far, but they're not, because if these were both ancient, the stats would be higher and the damage would be higher, right? I could put the Whisper on it and these things would be nuts, but they're not. So, and then I had this and like this one's pretty fucking good, dude. Like, with this, like this one and this one, or like this one and this one, that was pretty good damage and stuff. And it being ancient, it's just, and then this item having the Mystic Ally damage, like the Mystic Ally is like my main damage source, like, to be fair. So like, that's my main damage output. Big over 100% damage increase on that ability is huge. So, it's almost a 2.8 million damage. Like, I'll run this, you'll see how strong she is, like how smooth this build runs. But like, it's so far from ideal. Like, there's so many things that could be upgraded. Like, look, this ring isn't even ancient. This ring isn't ideal. Like, there's many other rings that would give me better bonuses than this. But the damage that I get from the crit and stuff on it is just too good to give up right now because I don't have a better option. And when I was wearing Unity, like, I don't know. I'd have to like revisit the Unity build because I know that that's like meta, but it fucked up my Echoing Nightmare. My Whisper from the Echoing Nightmare got fucked up because my Mercenary took so much damage that I, quote, died or got overwhelmed, and that fucked up like twice. So that's why I got rid of this. It's like, bro, like, I don't die. So like, I think this is for people who like have all their DPS in order and everything is fucking min-maxed and shit. and this is giving them that like extra survivability. But my character is so fucking tanky and survivable that like it's not like it's actually hurting me, because my merc is taking so much fucking damage that I take damage even when I'm not taking damage. That's the real true issue. Because like if you look at my reses, like I'm 75 80% plus reduction with like 89% reduction on armor. Like it's like this character has like 1.1 mil life, like 93,000 life per second, 42k life per hit, 7.7k life per kill. Like this character is you know, like I said, not min max, not optimized, not perfect, but really good for not being all those things. Like really strong and really good. Yeah, so see, like the belt, I got this as a primal ancient, so it's perfect rolls on everything, and it's got the whisper on it. Like this compass rose, this is it's already got, yeah, I think I'm pretty sure every ancient piece I'm wearing has a whisper on it. Yeah. So in that sense, I have to get more ancient pieces so that I can put more on it. So the next upgrades would be like, get an ancient helm, an ancient version of this helm, or you know, whatever helm, and then that you're gonna use. I mean, it has to fit with the sets. So once I get Ring of Royal Grandeur, there's a lot of opportunities that open up for sets and how, like, what you can use, you know, on which piece, you know, but having to actually have all 6 pieces, like, very much limits what you can wear, you know, because you can find the slots that set occupies, and then the ones that you can minus from it. And then like this set, like the compass rose and the traveler's pledge, like this is, I feel like this is really good. Like I know it helps me obviously, and like the damage is going up when you're still, but also at the same time I feel like there's probably another like ring and amulet that would be better. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't feel like this is the be all end all, and plus the rolls aren't even good on it. So here, I'll do a Torment 16 Nephilim Rift, and you'll see how strong this character is.
It is not ready yet.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm pretty satisfied with this character. Like again, I know like the reality is of like for myself, like self-analysis is like in the past when I've had characters that I thought like, oh, this character's pretty strong or whatever, like I didn't have like a true sense of like how much further I was missing. Like if that makes sense, like from the idea that like, oh dude, I just got a fucking socket thingy. These things are pog. Like I'd like almost, I'd get a character and like almost get to Torment like 16 and but like not get there, and then think that like, you know, like, oh, like I'm pretty fucking strong, bro. I got 1,000,000 damage, like chilling, dude. You know, like this. I'm almost to Torment 16. Like I can run like, you know, it's like I'm like, bro, Torment 16 is a fucking joke to this character. like actually, dude. Like it's kind of funny. Like this is definitely the strongest character I've ever had in this game. After all the characters and like hours and stuff, just like putting all of that like knowledge into like optimize the character the best that I could. Like I think I've played it like 60 or 70 hours total on this character, which is like, yeah, it's a good amount, but like it's not a lot. I have other characters with way more hours that suck compared to this one. Like granted they're from different versions of the game, but like, bro, this character is fucking just disgusting, dude. Like 2.8 mil base damage, like here, I'll summon the vault. I have 2 extra puzzle rings, I think, still. Yeah, I have 2 extra. I'll watch. I'll do Torment 16 vault. Like, this is the first time I've ever summoned like summoned and soloed Torment 16 vault by myself. I never even like attempted it before with another character. Like, that's how strong this character is. That's easy for me. It's actually insane how strong this character is. It's like you get a very unique and powerful mix of survivability and DPS. Like other classes that have this much DPS aren't this survivable. They just die all the fucking time. This character is like literally OP. I don't know. Like apparently it's just because of the season and the way things are like set up, but like I don't know. It feels really good to me. And I summoned an ancient vault. That was pretty sick. So you can reforge your legendary, right, with the Kanai Cube recipe, and it has a chance to be ancient. So I would do that if it wasn't 5 per these fucking items. Like that's way overpriced. I get it because it can be ancient, but like it's not worth to try to get the puzzle ring ancient because you don't get that much more out of the place. It's like literally fucking nothing. I mean, this place is really, really good for getting gold and gems. So, when I was in super need of that, like really badly, and I found a fucking puzzle ring and was able to get like the gold to like upgrade the traders and shit, that was pretty fucking huge. Like now it's pretty much just padding me. Like if I get another ancient to throw a whisper on, I'm gonna need the gems, so like I need more gems. Like I definitely need this stuff, but it's not like as rewarding as when I was like literally 0 gold, needing millions of gold to upgrade the traders and the gems that I had and shit. Like now it's just kind of like, yeah, supplemental. And like I can't remember exactly how it was before, but I remember the boss loot being better in this place for whatever reason. I don't know if it was just like maybe there was more or I just had less shit, so it seemed better like by comparison. But it's like you get a lot of these fucking, you know, gold stacks, which is good, and like the gems, which is good, and all the treasure goblins, but then you get to the boss and he drops like 4 items, and like none of them are good. It's like, why is this the boss? Like it just feels kind of weird. I don't know. It's very like anticlimactic. Like the place looks cool. It's like a cool, like, you know, scene and everything. And then he just drops like a few items. It's like, okay. Dude, like, okay. Like, I mean, like, I'll take it, but like, what? It's kind of weird. Alright, here's the deal. This dude had 106, 13 minutes, 10 seconds. 106, and his character is like strong, dude. I looked at it. He's got like less damage, obviously. Like he's like all survivability, I guess. But see, he has the Ring of Rogue. If so, he has this item that like would unlock my build to way massive heights that I've already passed him. You know what I'm saying? So like this is what I'm talking about. So it's like if I could get that item, like this number goes up and this time goes down. Or at least this number, the time goes down. Like, and I'm already smashing this time like by like almost 5 minutes and shit. If I could just get that ring, it would unlock so much shit, dude. I don't know what to do. I've spent like all my blood shards on ring gambling. Like I've looted a shitload of unique rings. Like I haven't seen one the whole time. It's not like there was like a point where like, you know, I found one and I like deconstructed it or like sold it or whatever because I didn't think I was gonna need it. Like I looked up base, like, you know, builds like this and I knew, like, I was like, oh yeah, that's a good item to have for sure. Like I knew going into it. I know that I haven't seen one this whole time. All these levels, all this shit, all the items that I've seen, but not that once. Like it's actually kind of insane, like the odds of that, like not showing once. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not really sure what to do. Like just keep getting rings, I guess, till you get one, you know. It's at least the good thing is like it doesn't matter what roll it is. It could be the shittiest roll. I just have to extract it, you know. Yeah, and like this, just swapping it off this would be huge. I don't know. Do I try to like PB like my 106? Oh, that was another thing. Now I'm remembering. Now that I'm thinking about it, was in the last time I was playing, was I started to get pissed at the fact that like I could run a 102 in like whatever 5 to 9 minutes. 5 to 10 minutes, whatever, and I think it was 7 minutes was my best time or something at the beginning, and then I go 104, and I couldn't even like do it, and like even 103 was bad too. So it's like now 106 is like I have no gauge from previous experience. I've never done as high as I've ever gone on greater rifts, like by myself. I mean, like other people have spawned them right and like power leveled or whatever when I was before in the past, but solo greater rift is as high as I've gone. So I don't know if like 106 to 108 is like some insane thing and I'm just like popping, wasting a rift stone. I have no idea. I mean, like, it's not that big deal. I could just, they're easy to get. Obviously, I can get like 4 at a time, and I can do those rifts fast. But I don't know. It's more just like a. What bothers me is like, okay, so say I look at this, like it's not like it's more. There's more to it than this, but like this is an example. Is all right. So say I run 108 and I actually finish. Like I actually finish with in time, and it's like a shitty time though, but I do finish because it's really hard, and it's like 14 minutes or something like time. So now my rank here is gonna say tier 108, 14 minutes. But it doesn't say anything about this 106 where comparatively to the same tier I crushed this guy on my friends list, right? Do you get what I'm saying? It's like the new score that's really shitty gives no context of how well I did the previous one. That's the problem. So it makes I know I can't be the only person that thinks about this. So it makes me not want to try the higher one, because if I happen to finish and then now that's my high time and it looks fucking shitty, like, I'd rather just do 106 and see if I can beat this time. Do you get what I'm saying? That's like, until I know, I feel like I'm so much fucking stronger. Like, for example, like right now I have 2.2,787,000 like damage base. If I have like over 3 million damage base, I'd be like, all right, let's try a fucking higher tier, right? But since I know I can consistently complete it, I feel like I could do 106 and try to beat the time and then power it for 98 million gold and it be worth it. Like, for example, when I look at like the torment levels and it has a like literally like in-depth description about torment 1 through 15, 6, you know, like 16, like what exactly like the, you know, rules and drop rates and everything is, like that little fucking drop down menu on the greater rift list doesn't fucking tell you shit. Like, I don't know how much harder. I have no personal experience. I have no way of knowing, like, just in game how much harder 108 is or 107 is than 106. You know, so it's like kind of unfair for someone to expect someone to just like be able to like guess that. I mean, you're supposed to, like, you know, just go one at a time, I guess, but it's like even just going up one sometimes it's like an insane jump where like I can't finish it now, you know, or whatever, because you get a bad fucking seed. just like before I talked about, like, it's like you're at the mercy of the seed, you know? Unbearable, dude. It's like you gotta like take breaks from the game for like days after you play because it's so fucking like just I don't know, dude. So bad, dude. Like, can we just put normal affix mobs, please? Like, can that be a thing for season 27, please? Like, just, you know, like these like shielding, like reflects damage, like they just cool it, dude. They either need to be toned down or removed, man. It just makes the game not fun, man. To be honest. Like, if you're this strong, I should be able to just blast through every mob that I see, like, period. Like Path of Exile. Like, there should never be a group of mobs or a mob that like has the ability to just take no damage for an extended period. So no matter how strong you are, no matter how much DPS you have, you literally just can't fucking damage it. That's not a good mechanic, dude. I'm sorry, it's just not. So like, yeah, that shit's gotta go, man. As far as I'm concerned, it's so lame. Not good. I think like some of the other ones that like I don't know their exact constituent parts and like what makes them so annoying, but like Nightmarish seems to be a pretty bad one. See, like this seed is ass cheeks. Like I feel like I'm not playing like, you know, amazing, but I haven't died, right? Like I haven't died. I've only fought like elite mobs, and I'm like barely ahead of the timer. Like I'm definitely not gonna PB my time on this. Like look at, yeah, this guy right here, Juggernaut. Yeah, Juggernaut, Nightmarish, both bad. Reflects damage, like just really bad. You know, it's like no mob should be able to just like tank this long and like waste your time. It's like it can't kill me, but it can waste my time. So then you just end up playing this game where it's like the RNG of like, all right, I just go to the next level, right? I'll just dash, use my teleport, my dash. I'll just go to the next level. These affixes suck, right? These mobs suck. I'll just go to the good. So then it just becomes about like spotting the easy to kill like elite packs. Like, how is that even? I don't know. I feel like the game's focus should be like, it should be like Path of Exile. Like you should want to like keep a flow of damage and sustain. Like you keep all your cooldowns popping. You keep the you know, the skills and synergy and all this shit. Like it's like the way the game is designed, but it's not embracing it. It's like it's just like pissing on its shoes, dude. It's like I don't know. It's like they just like add stuff that's like, yeah, we're gonna add, you can do new like stats on your armor, and it's like, yeah, you can reforge your gear and add stats to your gear. It's like, what about like improving the gameplay, bro? Like improving the game. Like, I don't know what the fuck they're doing, man. It makes no sense, dude. It's like somebody's doing something. Like you have assets that you're dedicating to like developing like the new seasons and shit, like quote content. Why not like use those assets to like fix this shit I'm talking about right now? There's like pretty like fucking forehead, simple, easy, right? Like, yeah, why wouldn't they just do that? That's too simple, too effective. Yeah, that's why. So instead, you just like, yeah, you just run. All right, finally, I get a good tile set. Maybe get some good affixes on the mobs here. Either way, shouldn't there be like a? I think there's like a guaranteed shrine like somewhere close here. Maybe back the other way. Like I don't know. Like one thing I like possible like suggestion would be like if it needs to have like some extra like layer added to it, or like you wanna, you know what I mean, like I think it would be a lot better for like it to be something that's like you like some mechanic that you have to like avoid or like damage in a certain way, instead of just like, oh yeah, just like prove that you can stand there alive for like a while and like absorb some damage, and then you can like damage them again. You know, it's like, dude, that's why everybody's playing monk. Like, you made the game like so easy for the class compared to other classes, and then you put any kind of favor in them in a season at all, everybody's gonna fucking play the class, because it's like, how else do I sustain? Like, the sustain equivalent in this game, it doesn't have to do with DPS, it has to do with fucking absorbing damage. Because these guys fucking live for so goddamn long, dude, that you have to be able to like stay alive. So because I have all these things I can constantly pop to heal me and keep me alive and absorb damage and negate damage, it's like the easiest class to play and strongest now, just because of that, because the DPS is also good. Just like, I feel like you should embrace combat mechanics that make all classes fun to play, you know, and like viable. Seems really stupid to like have one out of like, there's like 8 and you're like, one is good. Like, what's the point, dude? Why have them? Just have the one then if you're only supposed to play one. Like, why fucking give the people the illusion of choice? I knew that was gonna happen. I was literally gonna say that. I was like, we're gonna be stuck here. I'm gonna hit a shrine, pop a good dude. He's gonna fucking spawn the boss. This time is fucking ass cheeks.
My will falter that ability is not yet recharged.
Yeah, dude, like my time is like embarrassingly bad, but whatever. What do we got here? 70%. Do I take the 70 on it? Yeah, I think it's worth. Woo, sheesh. I wonder if I could switch back to like a DPS thing on this, because I remember I had like this before. Oh my god, dude, 3.1 mil damage. Okay, it's on. You know, you're starting to gear up when you're kind of like not even interested in an item unless it's ancient. You're like, I mean, if it's not ancient, I don't really need it at this point. It's gonna be really hard for something that's not ancient to be replacing something that I'm wearing. Wonder if we just like run it back. I keep thinking I'm gonna like just pop that Ring of Grandeur, and then like I haven't looked it up because I'm scared. But like maybe you can't even get it from her. I don't know, but I still should see it on the ground in a drop. I used to see that thing all the time. They must have just lowered the drop rate because it's good, you know. Maybe they're like specifically rare for season 26. I have no idea. I didn't look into it that much. Yeah, why don't we just run it back on 106? That change on the passive damage, non-physical damage reduction to now damage. Let's see how that feels. Do I run it empowered? Oh. Yeah, Vortex, whatever Vortex does too, I think that's fucking annoying, I think. Every time I see that affix, I'm like, what the fuck is this thing doing?
That ability is not yet recharged.
A well-deserved death. The rift of God.
That ability is not yet recharged. It is not ready yet.
I'm here to help. What do you need?
60% is like not. It's not great, but it's for 5 rolls. It might be worth trying one, but I'm gonna at least get this. Fuck. Alright, one more. Fuck. Gamba.
I am returning to town.